Greetings, fellow defenders of the Ark. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, episode 55, Brawlers, Drugs, and Bugs. I wish when they sought safe temperature, they'd like hang out a little bit longer. I can definitely envision a situation where it's a far enough run that every time they try to make the run, they get hypothermic, then they get stuck in like a seeking safe temperature loop. So we're up to almost 500 steel and trying to recover the components because assault rifles are not a cheap thing to make. 7 components is a lot of steel's worth of and manpower's worth of work. But soon, Wish will be able to help out with the component construction. So here in this stockpile, maybe I'll have another stockpile just for like the clubs. Just all clubs go there. Oh, are you kidding? One problem with growing things that grow slowly is the blight risk. Oh, good. And not only is blight a problem, but now we're getting raided again. Bunch of meleeers. Do they have shield belts? A whole lot of them have shield belts too. Yep. Okay. I guess this is the theme. Make no progress. Right, everyone pile into the hospital to warm up, and we will stage there, getting ready for the raid. The other thing I could do is, let's go ahead and get this heater moved. Madsen, go deliver the heater to the pillbox, because I can defend from the forward position. They are all shield belted. They're all meleeed. And use my brawlers to flip the doors so that the meleeers never reach me and end up just getting shot at. Hypothermia in this fight might also be my friend, because it's relatively cold out, so playing for time is probably a smart... Oh, are you... What the hell? Randy! Come on now. Come on now. Ah. Alright, cool. It's gonna be like that, huh? It's great. Alright, Rogie, I'm gonna have you go flick and cut blight. Because we can't not tend to that. Madsen's still working on getting the, Okay, and we'll just turn off the northern mining tunnel drills. It's almost time to muster forward. And Madsen's bringing in the heater so that we can keep our forward team warm. Plant cutting, fish pick. Guess what? It's a 1. Rogie, it is also for you a 1. Alright, defenders moving forward. Madsen's bringing in the heater so that we can help keep these guys warm. And fish pick, you go get ready to flip the door. Because, like, Henry's gonna make it inside at this rate. Imagine's gonna flip the door. So let's say Wishbringer, you move the heater. Alright, so this door is flip-flopped. Henry's gonna have to turn around. Madsen has opened up the alternative path. And some of these enemies that are coming in now have guns. Like nitro. Alright, so they're turning around. When do their gunners get here? Not for a little bit. Most of the gunners are not in yet. Winnie, thank you for the resub. Okay, I am going to temporarily turn off the... Actually, I'm going to have everyone fall back to the pillbox. Flip the doors again. Because I think the new wave is going to be shooters. There is some that need to go down from this group, though. Because the first group was through, what, 3, and the second group was 2? So some of the first group hasn't fled yet. But Strange here with the bio-coated chain shotgun is coming in. So you gotta keep an eye on that. Alright, Wendy's already dropped a weapon. Don't need to worry about that. Oh! They're trying to flee through Fishpick. I don't want this minigunner to open fire on me, so it's important to take them down first. And then they have the bio-coated chain shotguns. Oh man, you're getting stabbed up. Madsen, go help. Alright, so Fishpick's down, but he doesn't have any, like, permanent injuries. What's annoying is, like, Henry's trying to flee, but he's, like, hopped up a go juice. So he's just, like, fighting his way through. Sheep is gonna need backup, but that's where Madsen's coming in. And my shooters are going to pivot over here before they get fired on by these raiders. Fishpick got up, which was dumb. I don't know which way Henry's trying to leave, but Madsen, you go after Rubber, and Sheep go help. Rogie, let's have you go bash Henry? Actually, no, go out to... Oh, they're trying to kidnap him. Okay, that's not going to be allowed. Are you... Smoke... Oh, okay, smoke launcher. Let's flip-flop the way in again. And then the focus is going to be to stop Rubber from taking Fishpick. I don't want to lose another Rogie. But Henry is getting shot up. Who heals here? Okay, so Madsen, you're going to have to close this door. But it's not going to help because they're going to come to the kill box. Because they're going to get through there. So Prime Army is fleeing. But there's still a lot of valid targets out here. And I'm keeping an eye on if anyone tries to capture Fishpick. Madsen, can you hold that? I don't know if I can relieve you of your duty immediately. So Henry's trying to break his way out, but he is, like, dead before he's going to be able to get through that door. So, Sheep, you have 0 medical skill. Unfortunately for you, you are going to have to just tend Rogie the best you can. And now, what I'm trying to do is reduce their numbers as fast as I can to have them flee before things get worse, which they're already pretty bad. Because, you know, dealing with, like, 3 raids at once does that to you. Alright, Madsen, your shield belt's gonna break at this rate. Go for trip. Okay, so another group is fleeing. Those that are hovering around Madsen are getting forced out. What helmet is that? Recon? Just a weird recon? Stylized recon? No, Henry might actually be able to get through that door. Okay, so there's Gecko here. Clark. Zeus is still trying to, like, slow them down as they ingress. Yeah, he got through it. Okay, I think basically everyone is fleeing at this point. And yeah, everyone's fleeing at this point. Man, how many dead bodies are there? Holy moly. 28 plus wounded. So we were raided by raiders like more than 3 times our pop count. Something like that. That's cool. Well, you've already killed someone times 5, so I'm not really going to worry about that. JD, you come over here and tend fish pick. And we'll have everyone go and reset. So some of the exit doors are going to get broken, but it's just limestone. So, whatever. It's not a big deal. Cardinal, you're immediately going to go... so, let's see. Close pilgrims, close stalwarts. You're going to immediately go and fix that limestone door. That one's kind of important compared to the others. Now, in terms of potential prisoners, we'll take a look. Someone who's slothful, no thank you. Beautiful, slowpoke, creepy breathing, no thank you. Pyromaniac, slothful, nope. Masochist, hypersensitive, nope. Well, maybe, hold on. Nah. I would love another one, someone else that does intellectual to help out with research. But I don't think any of them that they're down to not dead fit that bill. What about Mackenzie? Because they're capturable. Oh, they have interest in intellectual. 15-year-old. Sure. Let's see if we can't capture Mackenzie. My guess is they just die, but you never know. Is that them? Yeah, okay, they're dead. One of them that is down had 18 mining. I don't really care. Oh boy. The importance of guns, right? After that raid. So we took no losses. Fish pick. Let's have you go. Drink the last tea and beer. I think you earned it. You also have tattered apparel, which is unsurprising, so you'll have to swap your clothing out. We are starting to rearm barrels with more steel so that they can shoot again. And then our batteries are completely full up. So let's tune this back down to like, I'm going to put it at 95% for now. We did stop the blight, which was good, but we have to re-enable the benches. And I think what I'm going to do for now is go back to hops, because you... Well, no, you guys didn't vote for me. You voted for transport pods. Yeah, I'll stay cycloid. And just hope that blight doesn't destroy it all. Okay, your mood's a little bit better now. Cool. Alright, getting the replacement doors all set up. Sorting the bodies and moving the resources and repairing the doors that broke. So I think there's only 2 doors that need repair. And they're both within the zoning, so they will be replaced at some point. They're like non-mission critical doors. So I'm not too concerned about getting them repaired immediately. So any corpses that are on snow are going to be forbidden, so they just burn them. I'm also planning on burning the drugs. That was quite the raid. And Rogi got an infection. So Rogi, your infection will take herbal meds, and JD wakes up and tends to you. And then Zeusin can, or rather Fishpick can preach health. So you should be... Oh, good. 10 quality was max. Nice. Alright, Cardinal. Instead of hauling the map around, just read it. And we learned nothing, because the map mod is a little weird. So that door got fixed. This one needs fixing. Wishbringer is still working on his crafting skill, but he has broke past the 6 mark into 7. Cardinal's getting the last wall done. Yeah. So now we just need to recover. That was a painful raid. Raids. It's kind of like 3 stacked on one another. That was only, you know, Oh, there's 2 raids right here. So it's like, yeah, they were less than 24 hours apart. Wham, bam. Actually, what were they exactly? Yeah, well, okay, 2 days apart. So, raid, blight, raid. Little rough. So who's dealing with the corpses? Winter, you want to do it? Well, maybe don't torch fish pick. Start with the corpses out here, I guess. Some of these guys, what, do they freeze to death? Yeah. Never underestimate the power of hypothermia. Speaking of which, Winter herself is going to become hypothermic if I don't get her to somewhere warm soon. Which is kind of ironic considering she's running around with a Molotov cocktail, burning people. Alright, northern mining tunnels, you are up and running again. Turned on for heat and all that. And then Rogi, let's have you go and stay in bed for bed rest, because I don't really need you dying to an avoidable disease. What are some viable ways to reduce colony wealth? No measures that I intend to take. What I can say is, like, you could just punch everything, so everything is really damaged, but, like, I don't intend to min-max colony wealth. You can think of our corpse burning policy as more about, like, trying to not spread disease as a role-playing measure than it is specifically about wealth management, because I'm not thinking of it as like a wealth management method. But you will probably see, as a result of the burning corpses, our wealth for wealth creatures 15.5 down to 11, and there's still yet more corpses to be hauled. It's a pretty effective method to reduce wealth, I think. We can also count on how much drugs we have, and then if we have an excess of any one type of drug that we don't necessarily need to keep in stock, we can burn that as well. So I've been burning Flake and Yayo, because we don't really smoke it, so why keep it in stock? Oh, I kept JD out too long. And he's getting frostbite. Well, our laborers are going back to work. I feel bad, because they've definitely had a lot asked of them. But colony demands progress. And it looks like we got the second to last assault rifle out, which means Wishbringer, I'm going to give this one to you. I'm down to almost no NPMs. Yes, I noticed. And then Rogi, I'm going to give you the Bolty. Alright, Wish. You are still sitting... You're 3/8 of the way to the important level 8. Not too far off. I don't have a favorite RimWorld series of my own. It's like picking a favorite pet or something. You just brain doesn't work that way. So Zeusin is making the 7 components needed for the next assault rifle, and I think we have the iron for more batches of steel. Rogi, because of breach health and bed rest, is already immune. That didn't climb very high. Oh my god, that was fast. I think now is a properly good time to have a voting session. So calling in voting session number 25. The stalwarts wish to gain an increased desire for charitable acts. Not that there's a lot of charity to go around, but still. And the pilgrims want to be biosculpted to be healed, but that will cause them to disapprove of augmentations. So one in the poll here. And have you guys vote. So I say this a lot, but if you are unwilling or unable to read, how to participate is basically this. That you are invited to join one of 2 teams, one of 2 factions, either the stalwarts who believe in like scientific progress, or pilgrims who believe in hard work and tradition. And when you self-assign, you never vote for the opposing session. So if you self-assign to a pilgrim, you'll never vote for anything that ever says stalwart in the brackets, for instance. So if you don't like your own faction's suggestions, you can always defer or abstain instead. And it looks like biosculpting seems to be the likely winner here. So let me fix some things in the back end. Okay. I think I finished what I needed to do in the back end. The pilgrims have won this measure, and this is the result. The stalwarts are now downtrodden. You know, they've had some wins, they've had some losses. And the pilgrims believe that body modifications should be biological only, that they should not have non-natural prosthetics, but biosculpting is faster. So they biosculpt a lot more quickly as a result. And also their faction politics have gone up a little bit. Oh, it's not supposed to be there though. Hold on, let me fix that. They're supposed to be the same as... There we go. Thank you for voting. And that concludes session number 25, which occurred 9th of fall, year 5. So we have one more assault rifle to be made. So I'm going to have you guys vote on the next research project, or rather regular project. If you want to improve armaments, what I would consider to do is to have armor that we could swap into. At the moment, with our technological level, there isn't a lot of armor to be made. We would need research, plate, flak, recon, etc. Otherwise, we could try to improve the Brawlers' weapons, but that would require research as well. So we can prepare the arc for the overdrive burn, improve weapons and armaments, improve the automated defenses, build a kitchen to allow cooking again, expand the farm, or viewer suggestions. And speaking of cooking, even though you didn't necessarily vote for it, We did get some psychoid. I know that you can make it like on fireplaces, but I would like to let's see. I would like to get a kitchen stove regardless, so that we can start making teas. Do I really have no iron? I guess I really don't. Well, we have a massive amount of coal, so let's turn off this and amass iron instead. Okay, we can start making mass-produced tea. So one thing we might want to consider now that we have the ability to make tea is an actual drug schedule, because it's the first drug that we produce in-house. So let's go to assignments, go to the drug policy, edit the drug policy. I'm going to change the default to no drugs. So I'm going to delete... This will be called scheduled drugs. Get rid of 1 drink per day. Get rid of so the default is going to be no drugs. That way I don't have to change anyone's. And then for scheduled drugs, we will keep, for now, I'm only going to schedule the drugs we manufacture. So I'm going to keep 1 psychoid tea in our inventory. And to take it every 2 days, only if mood is below, let's say, 50%, or recreation below 35%. And that way, if anyone is having a particularly rough day, they can tap into a drug supply. It looks like you guys want the next project to be expand the farm. Got it. So I'll save up steel for hydroponic benches. And then also we'll have to finely tune the arc so that it produces enough power to support the farm. Come on, Wish. I need you to get to 8 so that you can start to make our components for us, because Zeusin is way backed up. He's trying. I mean, to be fair, I'm sticking him in like a cold, dark room and telling him to make clubs. And he has, given those requirements, made 12 of them so far, so like... Can we grow mushrooms? Yes, but why? Do we have a cook? That's a very good question. Zeusin is the cook, and Rogi is the cook. So we do have a cook. They're just not currently cooking. Rogi has been set on bed rest, so I'm going to get Rogi up. Rogi just no longer has a sickness. Calls in his rescue. Fishpick did not make it inside in time before hypothermia dropped him. Got it. You get to be rescued. And then also, let's go to 120% output, because our batteries, we're about to get a brownout. Too deep infestation. That is no... God, just leave me alone for a minute. Luckily, Madsen's already here. But Axios, Winter, Zeusin. Oh, Cardinal, you're already busy. Cardinal's going to do something daring and dangerous. Wish, are you done rescuing him? Yes. Alright, you come up here too. No, I don't think this is worth it. Just run. Can I get here in time? Probably not. Stand your ground. Alright, so we have a lot of armed backup coming. But they're going to be a minute. Madsen already has some bad bleed. Oh, just a lot of little bleeds. And it looks like they attacked the heater, but they're leaving everything else alone. For now. Alright, they're coming back. Ready the guns. Axios, you should not have been in front. Oh my god, your head almost just got bit off. I thought when I drafted them they wouldn't take that position, but they did. Okay, who can sew Axios' head back on? Zeusin, you're gonna try your best. Go stand in the light, though. Alright, so we are done, right? Yeah, we don't have any more bugs coming our way. I'm trying to have them hauled away, and I'm doing a really bad job of it. There we go. Okay, so sew his head back on, please. So he doesn't sanguinate. And maybe we'll get some peace. Maybe. Zeusin... Okay. We're good for now. It was a pretty small infestation, but it was a lot of mega spiders. And then in terms of dead, we only have dead bugs. Good. So all the regular corpses have been tidied up. Well, big old batch of tea coming in. That I hope is going to make someone happy. The other thing I just realized, Zeusin should be the only one making the clothing. So I'm going to make sure it's Zeus only, because I don't want Wishbringer doing it. Because Wishbringer is not very capable. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Frostwardens.